Hi's! Just me today. No Mr. Chatty today. Just me. Got a day to myself. Children are away doing their thing because they're older. And Mr. Chatty's at work. So it's just me. And I'm taking myself off to Benone. So we'll see if I get up to anything interesting. If I do, then I'll post the video. And if I don't, then video gets deleted. Easy. Alrighty. See you when I get there. So it's a few hours later. I've just arrived. It's just after 3 o'clock. Haven't had lunch, so I'm at a wee coffee shop. I've ordered myself a sip and a toasty, and I'm sitting outside because it's still quite mild. Oh, look at that. See you at the beach. So this is Benone. I usually drive onto the sand, but they've got the entrance blocked off with a notice saying soft sand and no tow available. So I didn't want to risk it, and I've just come down with it. But look at this. You'll see over there is the temple. So let's go for a wee explore. Now, I wasn't planning on going paddling today, but I might have to get out. It's never a bad idea. Paddle's never a bad idea. So this doesn't really encompass the sheer size of these in real life. But there's the temple. Oh, can't zoom. So back in the day, whoever owned Demi's house, I think it was, don't quote me on that. It's called Benone Temple today, but back then it was a private library for the family that lived there. It sits right on the cliff face, and they reckon in years to come that it will be lost because parts of the cliff face have been falling off. Back in the day when it was built, they could have got a full horse-drawn cart all the way around the front of it, but not now. It's right on the edge. And I don't know if you can see that cave looking like hole just beneath it. It actually goes right through the cliff, and the train goes through it. So hopefully, if I'm lucky, I'll get a wee shot of the train going through at some point today. They go quite regular, but it kind of springs up on you all of a sudden. You're like, oh, the train, get the phone, then it's gone. There you go. So let me see if I can flip this. No, I really need to learn how to use this phone, don't I? Right, I'm going to stop this and flip the camera. So now I can zoom in a wee bit. So yeah, the train goes right through there, through the rock, and out the other side. I'm lucky today, the tide is out, so we'll be able to get into the caves and show you the caves. So let's do that. Listen to that. That is my most favourite sound in the whole world. Crashing waves. So here's one of the caves. Oh, nearly fell down a ditch there. So when I say a cave, I mean you can't wander off into it. It only goes back so far. But I remember getting caught in a really heavy downpour years ago when the kids were small and we all took shelter in a cave. And I remember sitting in this cave watching the rain and listening to it, and it was just amazing. I don't think that's the one I normally go into. It's looking very rocky. Let's go and have a look. So I abandoned the other cave. It's too rocky and seaweedy, and I was slipping all over the place. Don't have the right footwear on. So socks and shoes off, and I'm going to try and find the other cave, which is across this wee bit of water. I think the tide's coming in, so I'm going to have to be quick. I'll be swimming back to the car. Wouldn't be like me. Right, here we go. Yeah, tide's definitely coming in. Probably not a good idea, but let's be quick. Don't want to come all this way and not get in the cave. Oh, it's way over there. Oh, what do you reckon, guys? Will I make it? Okay, I made it over. Cave's behind me. I'll have a really quick look. I really don't want to have to swim back to the car. I ain't got the clothes with me. Get my big thumb out of the way. So birds use this for nesting. More so in the summer. It's usually full of pigeons and seagulls. But yeah, there's a wee sandy bit, and then it gets quite rocky. There's a wee pigeon up there, look. Feathers everywhere. So that's the cave. This is the one I know of anyway. I do know there's another one that I showed you on the way in, but I've never been in it. Purely because it looks so treacherous to get to. Probably need to turn up in hiking boots rather than bare feet or trainers just to get into the cave. So there we go. So this was, pretty sure this was the one I got caught in with the kids in a shower. I've got a really class photo. I'll try to find that and put it up after this wee video. There we go. Okay. I'm going to race back to where I started before the tide gets in any further. See how quickly the tide comes in. Always got to pay attention to what direction the tide's going in or out. Yes, I've had to get barefoot and trousers rolled up to get across, but if I'd have stayed there much longer, it probably would have been too deep for that. Anybody watching this from Northern Ireland, if you've never been to Benone Beach and like you're a beach person, you gotta come here, it's amazing. There it goes. So I see a few cars down here and the sort of path, if you like, that they're coming down. Sand feels hard enough, so I'm going to risk bringing the car down. I'm going to go get it, bring it down, and I'm going to pour myself a cup of coffee and sit in the car and look at the waves. So I drove onto the beach. I have to be honest, I've been on this beach many times, and the amount of cars I've seen having to get towed, but Stella has never let me down. Never let me down. She's, I'm always like, why do people call their things she? It is 8 years old. And I have to say I love this wee car. Especially for trips like this to the beach. Anyway, enough about Stella. Here we are, back at the beach again. Gonna get myself a cup of coffee. I came armed with a flask of decaf. And because I'm a tea addict, sorry for the extreme close-up, it's very hard to film yourself when, you know, it's just you. As I'm finding out. I remember this flask from when my mum and dad used to take me to Portrush and Port Stewart in the summer. As our summer holidays, we used to go on day trips, and this was the flask that you stopped with along the way. I have a 2-litre jug that I made up with tea, and it's only half filled. So I've got plenty of hot fluids with me, so I'm going to sit and have a coffee and listen to the waves. And it's actually really mild today, it's lovely. So, get myself a cuppa. So I've had my coffee, I've had my sit down, I've watched the waves and listened to the waves, and I was debating going up to Benone Lake, but it's nearly 5 o'clock, it'll be dark by 7, so I'm going to call it a day and head home. If you've made it this far in the video, thanks for watching. Just little old me. So yeah, Benone will be another video at another time. I'm going to get myself home. Yeah, I don't really want to go home. Love this place so much. But yeah, 2-hour drive back home. So, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching. Bye.